Today we're going to be discussing those select few youngsters who end up earning more cash than successive generations of adults could ever hope to earn. Be ready for some grade A existential crisis. A few of these young people are self-made business people. A few are members of royalty, and the remainder were likely was born to wealthy parents. Be sure to stick around to find out what life is like for these rich young people. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe to Ultimate Luxury if you like this type of content, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any future videos. Let's start with the self-made entrepreneurs. Born on October 14, 1999, Benjamin Kicks is not only the oldest child in our ranking, but also likely the most self-made. That's right, this young man managed to earn his millions of dollars legally while still a teen. Now, I realize that many of you are undoubtedly anticipating a large number of children from the family business. But in our opinion, Benjamin Kicks is pretty somewhat identical to any other self-made millionaire. Benjamin Kapolshnik, the son of Russian immigrants, was raised in Miami, and on the whole, was a fairly average young man. However, when he was in junior high, his mother gave him a present that would eternally alter the course of his life. A brand new pair of Nikes. He absolutely adored them so much that he began to become increasingly interested in sneakers. In just only a few months, he had used his bar mitzvah as cash to buy more shoes. He had even started searching at sneaker magazines and the sneaker secondary market to see what was popular. Somewhere along the way, he made the decision to start selling some of his shoes, which allowed him to make sufficient money to buy more sneakers, which he then sold and became more successful in just a few years. He had just begun purchasing shoes in volume, and already had agreements with the sneaker major retailers throughout his home state to obtain the footwear before anyone else. Before long, he was providing footwear to hundreds of customers, including current celebrities like DJ Khaled, Travis Scott, Floyd Mayweather, Kevin Hart, and others, with P. Diddy being his most loyal customer. Kicks was featured on Fortune's 8 Under 18 list, as well as other publications like Complex, Business Insider, CNN, and The Daily Show, and with a net worth of $2 million today, it does seem like there's nothing stopping him. The fourth person on the list is Rashed Belhasa. Given that Arab tycoons are among the world's wealthiest people, it is not surprising that their offspring are wealthy as well. However, no one could have predicted how much the son of an UAE construction magnate, Saif Belhasa, would be worth. See, in addition to receiving a sizable allowance from his billionaire father, Rashed also has a side hustle that I believe most of us have always fantasized about. As a young man, he is a YouTube content creator, and not just any YouTube star. His channel, appropriately titled Money Kicks, has nearly earned 4 million subscriptions as of the recording of this video, placing him in the same league as Jack's Films and on other illustrious YouTubers. If that does not substantially increase his net worth, his advertising deals and the type of things he displays in his videos, which essentially involve him spending enormous sums of money on random items, should give you some insight into the type of person he is. As a result of all that, his net worth is estimated to be around $4 million. While not as impressive as his father's, is still among the highest goals anyone could set for themselves, and this guy accomplished it before he turned 20. He is currently the owner of the biggest automobile collection of an 18-year-old in history, and has recently purchased items like a $50,000 Rolls-Royce Wraith, a $100,000 2022 Cadillac Escalade Sports Platinum, and a number of other vehicles, including Bentleys and Ferraris. Many famous people we can only hope to meet regularly visits his mansion, which has a full-sized football field and a personal zoo with about 500 exotic animals. In fact, thanks to his contacts, Rashed has had the opportunity to meet people like Lionel Messi, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and Anthony Joshua. However, Ryan Kaji, the second youngest child on our list and another YouTuber who is on our list after him, is far more impressive than that. Even if you don't know Ryan by his real name, you will undoubtedly recognize the title of his YouTube channel, the well-known, or should I say notorious, Ryan Toys Reviews. While the channel is now called Ryan's World and is less successful than it was over 32 million subscribers, it is still a monster of enjoyment, and as a result of the immense popularity, Ryan, his family, and his siblings are all worth over $30 million at the age of just 12. Since they began their YouTube channel in 2015, Ryan has become somewhat of an entrepreneur, not only assessing and reviewing toys but also introducing Ryan branded toys with companies like Bonker Toys and Pocket Watches. In fact, at the peak of its popularity, according to Forbes, Ryan and his parents Lauren Kaji and Chen Kaji managed to accumulate $11 million between 2016 and 2017. It is easy to understand why he is so wealthy when you consider his regular record-breaking profits, which include a staggering $26 million from YouTube in 2019. Now, up until this point, these have been the offspring of successful business people or intelligent parents, but the following two people on our roster are the finest of the best. We're clearly speaking about royal family. Being the heir to the throne of Morocco, Prince Moulay Hassan turns out to be primarily about money. If you thought that title came with the obligation and the desire to flee, my dear, you have been viewing the wrong films and shows. Prince Moulay, the eldest child of King Mohammed VI and Princess Lala Salma, was raised with a significant amount of responsibility, but he never appeared to have any issues managing it or his spending, whether it was studying the diplomacy arts by speaking Arabic, French, English, and Spanish with ease, or taking a break in Greece on the super yacht Serenity, which costs 550,000 euros or $596,000 per week. Moulay appears to be ready for the throne one day because he frequently travels in style while acting as the king's regent on significant diplomatic missions. Due to his duties, he actually owns a $67.4 million Gulfstream G650 airplane, arguably one of the most highly priced and mighty VIP aircraft accessible to anyone. Additionally, to further emphasize his status, the jet is equipped with a $20 million Israeli J-Music missile protection system, and all of that, along with the significance to his nation, likely contribute to his estimated net worth of $1.5 billion per GQ. However, despite this, he still trails the real most valuable child on the planet, the 7-year-old prestige of the British royal family. Princess Charlotte of Cambridge, now the daughter of Prince William and Kate Middleton, one of the most prominent royal couples in Britain, has been raised discreetly and in secrecy, which is understandable. However, as the Queen's granddaughter and the fourth in line for the throne, Charlotte has gained quite a bit of significance to her name. When you consider what many reports say she, like her mother, is accountable for setting fashions all across the nation by simply donning a particular dress, it is no shock that she is the most significant child in the Windsor household, and is why she ranks at the top of our list with a massive $3.6 billion in net worth. And with that, we must conclude today's video. I sincerely hope you had fun watching it, and if you did, please click the like button and subscribe to see more content like this. See you on our next video.